Hey everybody, it is Scott Piniard, head coach of This Naked Mind, and I want to give you 6 reasons to reset with the January 2021 live alcohol experiment. So let me just start off by saying, what the hell, 2020? It's been a crazy year, right? We have all been through so much this year. And if you're anything like me, you're probably thinking, all right, now is a good time for me to check back in, to reset as we go into 2021. The world is crazy, right? There's so much happening right now. And the reality of the situation is that a lot of us have just kind of made it through. Well, if you're feeling like that, now is a fantastic time to reset your relationship with alcohol. And I want to give you 6 reasons why. So, reason number 1 is your body. We all know that alcohol causes changes to our body, right? We all know that there is a physical effect to drinking alcohol. And a lot of us associate that with some of the acute effects, right? Some of those effects of like waking up with a hangover, right? That pounding headache that we're so familiar with. But there's more than just that, right? Accumulatively, over time, what starts to happen is we start to see other changes that happen in our body. Now, here's an incredible thing, right? It happens slowly enough over time that we don't necessarily always feel it. But when we quit drinking, it changes back rapidly. As a matter of fact, that 30-day period, if you look at people who are over and over and over, when they finish the alcohol experiment, we see so many comments about how amazing people feel physically. And that's because of that break, that experiment of saying, all right, is this going to work? Now, I want to tell you, is this going to work for you? Are you going to feel so much better at the end of 30 days? I don't know. I can tell you, though, that's why we call this an experiment. Right? So you can try this on for yourself and you can see if that's actually the case for you. I will tell you that the vast majority of people who do this program come out the other side of it feeling fantastic. Reason number 2 is your mind. So just like what happens with our physical bodies and the cumulative effects of alcohol, the same thing happens with our thinking. So you've probably read and you're probably aware of the fact that alcohol is highly correlated with depression and anxiety. So is 2020, right? Like this has been an anxiety-ridden year. So if you are feeling that, right? If you're feeling that anxiety, if you're feeling kind of down, then maybe the alcohol experiment is something that can help you reset. Right. And again, I see this over and over and over as alcohol sort of affects our thinking. And we go into the science of what that looks like. We talk about how this happens, how even drinking a little bit has this flywheel effect on you that can last for days. Right. Alcohol is called what? Right. We call alcohol a depressant. There's a reason. We go into it. Now, is this going to work for you? Right. Is 30 days alcohol free, is going through the January 2021 live alcohol experiment going to help you reset your mind? I don't know. But there's one way to find out, right? And that way to find out is to do an experiment, right? Reason number 3 is your family. The people that you are around the most, whether it is in person or virtually. Right? The absolute best gift that we can give to the people we love is our presence, right? Is being with them. My son and I I actually have some here. My son and I spend a lot of time doing Legos, right? This wasn't super entertaining for me to build, by the way. But you know what was great? Was spending time with him. And the fact that I was spending time and doing that with him, that was a gift for him. And I'm not saying that because I've got a giant head. I'm saying that because that is the truth, and it's truth for all human interaction. So alcohol takes us out of the moment. Right? Alcohol moves us from this place where, we're drinking and we're lost in our own thoughts. And you've probably experienced this before. You repeat yourself, you lose your place in conversations. You're just not present. When you're not drinking, you're able to give your full presence, your full focus to those around you, and it's a massive gift. Now, is that going to be true for you? I don't know. But I know one way to find out, and that is to do an experiment for 31 days this coming January. Reason number 4 is mindset. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, Scott, you're cheating because reason number 2 was mind. Why is reason number 4 mindset? I will tell you why, right? What happens, when I talk about our mind, I talk about the thoughts that we have, right? I talk about how we wake up and we beat ourselves up and we say these things to us repeatedly over and over. I can't believe I can't change this. Oh my God, not again. Wait, I'm going out drinking tonight, but I just said this morning that I was never going to drink again, right? Those are the thoughts. What I'm talking about here with reason number 4, your mindset, this is the effect of those accumulative thoughts over time, right? Your mindset is going to be something like feeling optimistic, feeling positive about your future versus maybe not so positive. This is going to be about feeling confident in yourself and your ability to do what you want in your life, as opposed to not even trying because you don't feel confident. Now, we see over and over in the live alcohol experiment, people change their mindset just from that 30 days, right? You can go from a place of feeling negative and feeling horrible about yourself. Even, by the way, if you don't make it the full 30 days, you get to the other end of the experiment and you can have a completely different mindset. Is that going to happen for you? I don't know. But I know a way that you can find out. Right? You can find out by doing this experiment. And that's exactly what it is, an experiment. I'm going to get to that in just a minute. Reason number 5 that you could have to take this opportunity to reset are your plans, right? Your goals. Where do you want to go? So all of this stuff I mentioned, right? Your body, your mind, your mindset, these all play into how you're able to build what you want to build, right? How you're able to achieve whatever it is you're working for. We have people that come into these programs and sometimes they're all about building a business. Sometimes they're all about being the best mom or the best dad they can be, or maybe being an athlete. I had someone in one of our groups that was an ultra marathoner, right? But alcohol was standing in the way. So if you have plans, right? If you have goals, if 2020 has been the year when you've said, you know what, I'm going to do this thing, right? I'm going to lose that weight. I'm going to change the way that I relate to my kids. Whatever that might be for you, you owe it to yourself to reset, because it's through resetting that all of these other things change, and then your goals come into better focus, and it is going to feel like it's easier for you to reach them. Now, will that happen for you? I don't know. But I know one way to find out. It's by doing the live alcohol experiment this January 2021. The final reason, and this is big and it's dramatic, and I wrote it this way on purpose. The final reason for you to join us this January for the live alcohol experiment, the reason to reset, is your life. All of these things I've been talking about. And I know I'm being cutesy with the, I don't know, like, fine, great. Like, that's part of the whole thing. But getting serious now for a moment, all of these things I mentioned, your mind, your body, your relationships, your goals, where you want to go, how you feel every day, right? What it's like to live in your own head. All of those things are affected by alcohol. And it's up to you to say, wait, do I want these to be affected by alcohol? Now, what I can tell you in my own experience and what I see in our groups is that when people are affected by these things and they take alcohol away, they feel so much better. And so what I'm inviting you to in January is to see if it's possible for you, to see if it's possible to literally build a different life, not necessarily in the things that are happening around you, right? Taking 30 days off of alcohol isn't necessarily going to help anything that's actually happening outside of you, but it is going to help in here. And we know one thing, with 2020 being as crazy as it has been, right? We cannot control the events that are happening outside of us, but we can control the way that we think about them. So what if you could take this 30 days off and have a complete perspective shift, right? What if nothing else changed except for your thinking? Would that actually be better for you? I don't know. But I know a way you can find out, which is by doing the January 2021 live alcohol experiment. So let me go into what exactly this is, right? What is the experiment? The experiment is a 30-day program where every single day we drop content for you about how alcohol affects you physically, how it affects you mentally and emotionally. And we don't do this from this place of like shaming and blaming you. Instead, what we do is we give you information that helps you grow your knowledge base And then you make a decision, right? We don't get to the end of this and say, all right, never drink again. This is about an experiment, right? It's about taking alcohol out of our life, changing one variable, and seeing how the rest of it shakes out. So if that sounds good to you, click the link that's with this video. Join us for January. I also want to mention one last thing. As we go through this entire month and we have the daily content, we have daily coaching, by the way. Every single day, we have coaches that are going live and answering your questions. This question comes up all the time. Scott, what if I don't make it the whole 30 days? Right? What if I want to do this experiment and I'm all excited and then I get 3 days in and drink? That's good, right? That's good, because what it tells you is that there's something to focus on. We talk a lot in our circles about the idea of a data point, right? We don't talk about relapses. We don't talk about, falling off the wagon. We talk about a data point, right? Something happened and caused us to want to reach for a drink. And so if that happens to you during this experiment, that's good, right? That's data. Right? You can use that, and you can use that to continue to change your behavior. So if you're listening to me right now and you're thinking, there's no way in hell I could go 30 days, that's not a problem. We still want you. And if you are listening to me and saying, you know what, I can go 30 days, and I do want to reset my body and my mind and my family and my mindset and my plans and my life, then please join me in the January live alcohol experiment. Click the link that's with this video. Join us. I cannot wait to meet you in there.